Hello, self. It's March the 5th, 2025. This is Magic Mirror Work. And hello, Ohana. Hello, friends. But this isn't for general consumption. This is going to be some rambling, some guidance from me to me, and posted whenever I post it, because it's about recording it daily and then posting it in batches at time, I realize. I look forward to sharing some of this magic, but I don't need anyone to see this magic. So letting go of that piece. Doing it horizontal this time. The sunshine, enjoying the sun, and on this private rooftop, able to even sun my balls. So it's fantastic. So let's minimize the chance of anything happening here, and not being able to post this, because that part I definitely don't want to post about myself. Drinking my beautiful beet juice. Out here with my cat Bao, and hopefully he doesn't run away, because if he does, I'm gonna have to stop this and get him. So I was going to try to post something more deliberate, direct, but I realize it's my own mirror work right now, and recognizing it's around health and disease, and realizing I'm not anti-Western medicine. I'm not knowing what the right answer is. What I am open to a lot more, because I was for a while, I was against the thing that I had before. I was against too much control, too much schooling, too much Western medicine, all that stuff. And now I'm like talking to a few really dear friends and their journeys. I'm like, why would we deny someone where they're at in their journey, what they need? And not need as in I'm superior to you, but need as in this is actually serving me right now. Whether it's someone who needs surgery, whether it's someone who needs meds for ADD, whether it's someone who needs stuff for pain. And I say needs because that's, I imagine, what the level it feels at, and it's okay. And then for myself, knowing that at one point I did need my asthma meds. I did need my meds for ADD. I didn't know how to live without it. I didn't know how to live and breathe without the asthma meds or the antibiotics. I didn't know how to live and survive through medical school and university without ADD meds. And I'm so lucky and fortunate and grateful now to both be introduced to a new paradigm and to have the opportunity to live it and have the tools and resources to support me. Like today, waking up at before 2 a.m., doing a bunch of work, resting, getting up, and then meditating again. Like there's all these ways my life is that most people don't get the chance to live that way right now. And that's a big part of how I can live my life like this, because whenever I feel like I need some time or some reset, I take it. And I can't even imagine what life would be like without having those regular resets. And, push comes to shove in some sort of survival torture situation, and I would be with it. But unless that's the case, then why? And a big part as well is I'm much closer to living my purpose now. I'm still working on it, but I can see so many people not living their purpose at all. In which case, how would you anticipate that you could feel focused and guided and able to know what you want to do? All right, so there's so many different aspects that seem silly, and the sun just went away behind a cloud. I'm like, oh no! And it's okay. It's actually better for the light. It's less harsh. I can open my eyes more. My pupils dilate more. And I'm getting better at that, because there was a part of me that was like, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. And it's funny, the universe will slap you a little bit. And not the universe will slap you a little bit. There is parts that will bring me back into homeostasis. And over again, how can I look at the balance of things? How can I look at the balance as well of those teachers that I have that are older and are dealing with some things that we consider age-related, whether it's things like MS, multiple sclerosis, or Parkinson's, or things like that. It's like, all right, there's a part in the back there going, I'm better than you. And I'm being honest with that, so I can actually recognize it and let it come out now and say, what do I want to do with this? Because I actually don't want to be in that state. Does it actually help me? Aside from the pride, aside from that part that can compare and say I'm doing better than, so therefore I can slow down almost, versus who am I relative to who I would love to be all the time and would love to be more often than not. And that's the piece to take a look at. That's the piece to play with. And then how do I support people without pushing it on them too? It's like, not, oh my God, just come see me so I can help you figure this out. It's like, hey, there may be other possibilities if you want to hear about it or chat about it, right? And there's a part of me that wants to, because I'm like, I can fix this. There's nothing to fix. It's perfect. Don't take someone out of alignment. Just like I love that piece that my beloved found. It's like, when you're with your child, don't push them higher up on the tree than they feel comfortable going, because then you're taking away their agency for going up as high as they want and down. It's like, especially if there's that last little bit, you're like, you're almost at the top. It's like, it's perfect. How many times in life are we almost at the top and we push ourselves over? Last night, the example was tacos. We were eating tacos, and I was like, oh, there's only like a little bit left. Let's try to eat it all. And I realized, but halfway through trying to eat all the rest, I was so full that I was uncomfortable. I was like, I got to stop now. And so there's even less left. And my son loved it this morning. He probably would have loved more. So every time I don't finish something is actually a gift as well, whether it turns out directly like that or not. And right now I'm getting the gift of being on this rooftop balcony, loving it, and realizing we're not going to be here long term. We're planning out our trip to PEI this year to visit the folks and their 50th anniversary, getting supported with that. And that's the thing too, how do I delegate the things I'm not great at? Getting support with the plane tickets. Today, in an ideal world, we'll have someone signing up through the soul immersion, because I can really see this program being of such benefit, and letting go of that attachment, just getting everything I can ready, and then being clear with my requests. It's both and. It's both and. It's fun to notice when I'm not being clear with my requests. It's fun to notice when I'm asking but not asking. I'm asking but not asking. And then just noticing my beautiful cat trying to lick at the grass. And then I'll be going over to stop him. And don't worry, yeah, you saw my bare leg there for a second because I was putting on my pants. Because it's important to have these pants on, and he gets to see, and he gets to choose. So we'll see if he chooses to jump up or not. We'll see if he chooses to chew on some grass or not, because that's a piece I don't want. I don't want him to eat any grass. I don't want him throwing up again. He's done a bunch of that lately. And it's probably good to purge. So I was debating whether I want to come up here and do some hape, but I think it's getting clear on these things. It's getting clear in the sunshine. It's getting clear with a little bit of work. It's getting clear with a couple of messages and calls. So health was one of the things I really wanted to talk about, because it keeps coming up lately. And then the male, I'll say more male, addiction to money being a reflection of power, of self-worth, of control. And so working with people to help notice that, and then working with myself, because for myself, I hadn't calculated my net assets for the past 3 months, and partly because there's a back of my head going, I know that things are going down, and as they go down, I make it reflective of my own self-worth, and I don't want to do that anymore. And so, solution, avoid. Is that a good solution? No, it is not. Just like for my cat, is that a good solution to eat grass? No. And I'm sorry, Baba. You know this. Yeah, so, coming back on the balcony again. Man, this feels smooth and good. I'm really enjoying this. All right, so. I'm gonna put on my jacket while I'm waiting for the sun to come back out from behind the cloud, because it is cold and the sun's not out. It's cold, motherfucker. It's photo day for my son at school today, so I'm really excited to see the photos, and my beloved's really excited to be there, so I'm glad it works out for all of us. For me, I'm excited to be up here in the sunshine, especially today. Like having today, golden. I took a super, super good meditation nap earlier and was totally off, used the Way meditation app, which is fantastic, and then was playing some music and just pumping Kundalini energy and just noticing. It's like, oh yeah, this is good. This is good. And then I was like, I think the sun's out. It's time to get outside. And it was. And it is. And it's awesome out here. It is easy to forget. It is easy to forget. It's easy to forget the long journey it took to get here and then want to rush other people's journeys. And again, it's not taking away agency, but reminding others of their own path. And at the same time, Being clear about how to strike when the iron's hot. I used to wait too long for the excitement, make it too hard, make it too difficult, instead of just being clear. This is what it is. It's easy. You know? It's easy if you don't pay, if you don't sign the contract, if you don't sign the PMA, if you don't answer a couple questions or whatever it is that we need, then it's a no, right? And can you get yourself to the yes? Because if you can't walk yourself to this yes, then walking yourself to the full yes is going to be challenging. So I'm going to, whenever they're ready, send that little video. How do you walk to the yes? How do you walk to the yes? And the yes involves getting the money in place. The yes involves getting the energy in place. The yes involves saying yes to the container. Yes to the container. And being really clear about it. So. So. Welcome. Part of it's a welcome call, right? Welcome to your soul immersion. Welcome to your soul immersion. This is what you're going to be anticipating. You're going to be anticipating these 4 calls, these 4 sessions before your actual ceremony. We're going to get some body work for you to actually prepare your body and notice what's there. We're going to get you some soul work so you can actually clear out and be guided by your guardian angels, your ancestors, everything else to clear any blockages that you may not even realize are in the soul. We're going to get you some intention and mental work going on so you can actually get a really clear intention, because it's with that clear intention that you'll actually get what you want and be clear what you want. And then we're going to get you all this combined together in experiential work so you actually realize that your medicine lives within you, and that's going to come through the breath work that you do with me. And that medicine lives inside you, and so you can be drawing on your own medicine. It's not always like, how do I take more? It's like, how do I alchemize this? Because it's all the internal alchemy. Regardless of whatever we put in your body, it's internal alchemy. And then all this prepares us for a ceremony day. And a full day of ceremony diving in just for you. Just for you. And then over and over again, it's finding the space of inspiration, enthusiasm, certainty, creativity, I already said inspiration, love. There's a couple more. So those transcendental words, because it's finding that super balance, and it's gonna be oscillating back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then coming out of that, feeling those oscillations into the integration, feeling those oscillations into going back into life, and the surroundings that you're in. And it's going to be some change in the surroundings, whether it's the people, whether it's places, whether it's things, whether it's money. There's going to be changes, because the changes cannot help but happen if you're changing the internal so much. And then with that internal change and that external change, the dreams come true, possibly in ways that you can't imagine, possibly alchemizing in ways that you can't imagine. And at the end, we get to close this up, because we don't want an ongoing foreverness container, knowing that at every end you can choose another beginning. And knowing at the end, whatever metrics you want to use, we want you to take a look at your metrics. How did it go? Where is it? Where's my life right now? Where are the windfalls? Right? So taking a look at all the different aspects. And right now, for some of the people that may sign up in the nearer future, I can see them coming for the soul immersion and then coming to the camp, doing both. And I really look forward to those who do, and it's okay. And then I realize there's a gentleman in my life, I'm like, oh, I might actually get him over and be our handyman sometimes. Be our handyman, because we could really use that. We could use that skill set. And then whenever we can, get some extra help as well. My dear friend Francis is coming over soon to do some extra help. The sun's back out, taking a breath. So excited with the sunshine again. So excited. So I'm going to let that sun come for a few minutes before I actually shift up a bit, because it looks like it might go behind the cloud again for a little bit. And I would hate to have to put everything back on again. What else is there right now? Listen to a bunch of Bashar. I've been on the Gaia subscription. We're going to cancel that. Part of it is canceling subscriptions, canceling the recurring things that I'm not using, canceling the energetic leaks that are not being used, especially if they're not being used to their fullest extent. And trusting that whenever I let them go, it's okay. It's okay. There's so many places that we use money. There's so many places that we use money. I'm looking at my wedding rocks. We had this kind of stone ceremony, crystal ceremony. People wrote intentions on the rocks. We've never actually put it out. So I'm looking forward to when we actually do put them out. Whether it's at this home or whether it's at another home, it's okay. I have no certainty either way. And then I've got some boxes on the rooftop patio, which will want to go away soon. And we'll see how that will go soon. And then we've got lights that we really want to string up soon, and I'll see if my beloved wants those strung up downstairs. And if she does, we'll get our dear friends to do it. What else is there? Giant propane tanks. Getting another box up here, maybe. We might get another waterproof box up here. That might actually serve us. And it's whatever she wants. When it comes down to it, it's whatever she wants. I really don't mind, and I really appreciate that she told me, it's like, yeah, this is not the way I want to look. This place feels too cluttered. How do we sell some of this patio furniture, even for a little bit? How do we sell some things that we're ready to let go of? And how do we energetically, and how do I energetically have compassion when she's holding on to something? Because she has compassion for me when I'm holding on to something. And it doesn't have to be quid pro quo. How do I be clearer with my intentions? And I am saying to her the things that I'm trying to do now. So I'm trying to actually be more conscious and conscientious when they're around, especially when she's around, instead of just flopping me, I'm tired now, you take over everything, because there's a part of me that wants to do that. And it's not bad sometimes, especially when there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on right now, and it's okay that there's a lot going on. Again, reminding myself this is magic mirror work. So if it's magic mirror work, I'm seeing myself in the mirror. I'm seeing my eyes. I'm just noticing those folds at the top are still different. And that's okay that they're different. That's part of it right now, is letting things be different. I'm just playing with the eyes and the muscles right now. Looking up and remembering gratitude. So this is the piece that Dr. Demartini was saying, is that every now and then practice the thank yous, thanking everyone inwardly in life and having that kind of gratitude and saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And from actually going through all the thank yous, finding that place of inspiration, of heart opening, and when the heart opens, invite in any guidance, any inspiration, any wisdom that wants to come through. So I'm just thanking some people right now. I'm thanking Suzanne, thanking Genevieve, thanking Jolene, thanking Mark, thanking Jolene again. Thanking Mom, thanking Dad, thanking Jean, thanking Mike, thanking Leon, thanking Arlo, thanking Lauren, thanking Kathy, thanking Jemima. Part of this is just thanking PEI, thanking Courtney, thanking Alex, thanking Greg, thanking Adam, thanking Ellen, thanking Mr. Bealey, thanking Jim, thanking Alex, thanking Lil, thanking Ivan, thanking Craig, thanking Mark, thanking Susan, thanking Pick and Flick, thanking. Thanking all of Canada from the east to the west. I went down towards Halifax and towards Wolfville, Nova Scotia, and I had Professor Zink thanking Shannon, thanking Paul, thanking Ollie, thanking Rumi, thanking Chrissy, thanking another Mark, thanking Ivan and Cal and the boys, thanking Sohive, thanking Nadia, thanking Ritka. I went all the way to Dalhousie Med School, thanking Allegra, thanking Thalia. So many people, so many lives, so many places I'm looking at, and there's a part of me's like, I did not know how to be me. And I'm like, even in the not being me, thank you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, David. Thank you, Rumi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just gonna tilt my neck down a little bit because it's hurting the neck a little bit to do that. Hurting the shoulders a little bit to do that. This is a practice. Always remembering these are practices. All right, taking a break. Oh. And that's a reminder to me, because part of me wants to do it right to get the effect right away. There's some opening already. And it's part of it with the breath, with the medicine work, with the guidance, with a new product line. Like right now I'm launching a new product line. And it's in my world, a high-end product line. So am I surprised that it's taking a little longer? Do I need to have as many sales as I used to have before in the same frequency? No. And am I grateful when it does? Yes. One step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time. It's not easy. It's not easy being green. In an ideal world, all the money flows, but I can see myself already, even before it's happened, trying to think of how to rationalize the money, how to rationalize more to me, how to rationalize less overall expenses. Overall, there's the greediness, there's the selfishness that can be there too. It's not always pure altruism, giving. And part of it is because there hasn't been as much coming in, so there's a part of me that's like, I need to hold on to as much for the ones that are, and just letting it go. Smiling and letting it flow. Letting every breath flow, letting the work flow, letting the pain flow, letting the joy flow. It's gonna be Pie Day, 3/14 next week. I'm excited about that. I'm excited. We're definitely gonna have to have some pie. So I'm gonna let my beloved know. Let's get some pie ready. If it can be gluten-free, great. And if not, we'll figure it out. What kind of pie do we want? How does pie need to look, right? How does pie need to look? And there's some banana bread downstairs and possibly having a little bit of that. Not a bad idea at all. Coming back to the chair. Oh, the sun came back out, see? There we go. Here we go now. This is life. This is living. This is living. And I've got to clear out the second bedroom. That's the other thing I need to do in a little bit and tonight. Clear it out enough so we can actually put the massage table in there at least. And right now it is pretty darn full. Won't lie, it is pretty darn full. But I can see it working out. It's over and over again, lingo stuff that I don't need, don't want, don't care to have. Just imagining a shelter here. Like right now we could be sheltered. I'd still see the sun, and that would be lovely. We could be sheltered, I'd still see the sun, and that would be lovely. Secure it down a few places, not gonna go anywhere. Perfect, perfecto. It'll be important to take a look and make sure that if we do put something on the rooftop patio, that it's not an issue for anyone else. And get that very clear before we put it up. This place works. This place works enough for what we need right now. It's pretty solid. We may be here more than a year, but it may be more than a year that we're here, but we're not actually living here all the time because we're taking off sometimes. And that's okay. And having a friend stay here of some kind. That might work too. So we'll have to see. So many possibilities. So many possibilities. And letting go of all those little things, because those are just ways to save some money. It's all about saving money is what it is. And if I can pay for a little bit more comfort and freedom right now, it's worth it. It's fun. I used to try to not burp or fart or be really cautious or conscious or worried about it. And now it's so lovely to be in a relationship with friends where it's just like, just let it rip, let it go. Like, stop trying to hold in all this energy that the body wants to let go of. And yeah, I'm leaning over, just a fart. Oh yeah, because this is mirror work. It's for me. If you're watching this and you're, oh, that's on you. How did you get this far in the first place? Why are you watching me for 26 minutes? Where's your life? It's going to be so funny when I finally release these. I'm like, how many hours of mirror work is out there right now? How many hours of mirror work is out there right now? It's ridiculous how many hours there are. And it's perfect because this is the work. Doing this magic mirror work is the work right now. It's the work that people can see, that no one can refute. No one can refute that I'm doing all this stuff. No one can refute that I'm doing all this stuff. And as I'm doing all this stuff, it's serving not just myself, but the community around me. It's reminding everyone that you have access to your own counselor. He lives, she lives inside of you. Are you actually willing to listen? Are you actually willing to see what's going on? That's the real question. And for the longest time, I was not willing to see. I'm just trying to get my computer out right now. Balance things out a little better. Hopefully, try not to make a giant mess, because I can see that possibility as well. Just trying to get a flat